enough. I'm tired of this nonsense of guys lowering themselves for girls. Where's the respect, man? It's time to wake up and stop being a sucker, a fool who accepts everything just to get a little smile. What the hell is this, man? That's not being a man, it's being a puppet, an idiot who doesn't even have the courage to set boundaries, living in the shadow of some girls who don't even respect other people's space. And check this out. I'll show you 5 things that happen when you don't have the balls to put order in this mess. It's time to change this game and show who really rules. Got it? So, let's go. The first point is this: you lower yourself in front of them. When a woman meets a guy who doesn't know how to assert himself, who humiliates himself and shows that he's worthless, she just sees more of the same. Because seriously, there are a lot of those out there, guys who do everything to please a woman. So when she realizes that you're just another one of those, poof, all the interest disappears. Now the guy who knows how to assert himself, who doesn't bend to every female desire, that's the guy everyone respects. A man who doesn't value himself in front of a woman ends up just being a doormat, serving as a stepping stone while she looks for another. Try it out. Set some boundaries. Stop being the nice guy who only sacrifices himself and gets nothing in return. Let me give you a broader view of this. When you accept everything she wants, you're screaming to the world that you have no self-love, that you're not worthy enough to say no when necessary. And believe me, that's like a bucket of cold water for her interest. Because who wants to invest time and effort in someone who doesn't value themselves, who has no self-confidence? And it's not just that, buddy. When you're always there, available to fulfill all her desires, you create a vicious cycle where she always wants more and more from you, without giving you anything in return. And that's not a fair relationship. It's a one-way street where you always end up losing. So it's time to lift your head up, establish firm boundaries, and say, enough. Because only then will you earn her respect, and what's more important, your own respect. The next point is this: she will use you like a doormat. When a woman realizes that you're always available, accepting to be treated like trash, she will step on you mercilessly. She'll ignore you, leave you waiting, won't even bother to explain anything, because she knows you're at her mercy. And look, it's very common for them to test men in the beginning, just to see how far they can go. And if they realize they can push the limits, that the guy isn't establishing boundaries, then things get complicated. When she starts with these tests, trying to provoke jealousy in you, playing silly games, teasing to see how far she can go, that's when you have to react. It's crucial to recognize these behaviors early on and respond assertively. Show her that maybe it works with others, but with you, it's different. You won't allow yourself to be treated like that. Express your boundaries clearly and confidently. You don't need to be rude, but show that you're not always available to her. Respond when you want to. You don't need to explain your life. Let her wait sometimes. Remember, setting boundaries is not about being mean or aggressive. It's about valuing yourself and your time. By establishing boundaries, you preserve your mental health and show her that you deserve respect. The third point is this: nice guys create complacent women. The more you bend over backwards for them, the more relaxed they become. That's how it works. Want to turn a woman into a comfortable slacker? You just need to be a well of assurances, satisfy all her whims, be clingy, and give her unlimited attention. There you go, done. She'll settle in and do the bare minimum for you because she knows she has you wrapped around her finger. Now, if you want to shake that woman out of her comfort zone, start making her doubt. Don't respond immediately, don't explain where you're going or what time. Turn down some invites and change your behavior, be more neutral. That's enough to make her wake up and start worrying about losing you. Of course, this only works if she has some interest in you. I've seen many guys killing themselves at the gym, trying to change just to please a specific woman, and the woman didn't even notice the six-pack or the bank balance. She just ended up with a guy who had fewer likes than them. Yes, buddy, if she doesn't feel attracted to you, no effort in the world will change that. When you're the type of man who is always available, always doing everything she wants, basically, you're guaranteeing to the woman that she doesn't need to make an effort. She'll get used to this dynamic and stop valuing everything you do for her because she'll simply start to expect it as natural. Now, if you start acting more unpredictable, leaving her in doubt, that automatically alerts her. She realizes she can't rely on you in such a predictable way anymore, and that makes her start questioning the relationship and the emotional security she had. And it's important to emphasize that this game only works if there's some interest from her in you. If she's not interested, no matter how much you change your behavior, it won't make any difference. Attraction is something that can't be forced. It's a chemistry that happens naturally or simply doesn't happen. So, when applying these strategies, make sure it's with someone who is genuinely interested in you. Otherwise, you'll be wasting time and energy on something that will never bear fruit. The fourth point is this: you become the backup plan. When you become someone's backup plan, you're basically accepting to be treated as a second option, available only when it's convenient for the other person. This can crush your self-esteem and make you feel overlooked. After all, nobody wants to be the one who comes in second, begging for scraps of attention and affection. Moreover, being the backup plan can trap you in a cycle of emotional dependency, where you're stuck in an unequal relationship, waiting for any sign of affection and validation. This not only affects your mental health, but also prevents you from finding a true relationship, one that truly makes you happy and fulfills you. Therefore, it's crucial to establish boundaries from the beginning and make it clear that you deserve to be treated with respect and consideration. Don't be afraid to advocate for your needs and priorities, and always remember that you deserve to be someone's first choice, not their backup plan. The fifth point is this: you become invisible. When you get caught up in someone else's game, you become invisible to your own eyes. It's as if your identity and your needs are erased while you dedicate yourself completely to the whims and desires of the other person. This not only undermines your self-esteem, but also compromises your ability to relate in a healthy and balanced way. By constantly putting yourself in the background, you lose your voice and your autonomy, becoming just an accessory in someone else's life. This can lead to feelings of emptiness and dissatisfaction, as you're not living an authentic and genuine life. Therefore, it's essential to reaffirm your own identity and worth, remembering that your needs and desires are equally important. Don't allow anyone to make you feel invisible or insignificant. Reclaim your power and your presence, and demand to be seen and respected as a unique and valuable individual. To conclude this video, I want to reinforce the importance of setting boundaries in your relationships. Being a respectful man doesn't mean being submissive or sacrificing yourself for others' desires. It's about valuing yourself, advocating for your own needs, and ensuring that you're treated with the respect and consideration you deserve. So remember, don't be afraid to say no, to establish boundaries, and to prioritize your well-being. You're worthy of a healthy and balanced relationship where both partners support and respect each other. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Until next time.